The galactic super zoo of Orion. 9 was the pride of the entire spiral arm. Every species exhibited their belonged to the category. Too dangerous to live freely. Creatures who could rip through titanium or melt starship plating with a sneeze were locked behind quantum barriers and monitored by terrified alien staff. And then there were the humans. Humans were not on display, of course. Most aliens considered them unsettling, too adaptable, too stubborn to die, and far too unpredictable. So the council assigned only one human to work the zoo, Nick Hale, night shift janitor, because nobody else was brave or foolish enough to apply. Nick didn't mind. It was quiet work, mopping floors while humming old Earth tunes. He'd even made a friend, Gloria, the new xenobiologist who spent nights documenting the behavioral patterns of the zoo's most dangerous resident. Exhibit A-01. The Razorback Apex, codename Mauler. A 4-meter-tall feline draconian hybrid with psychic claws sharper than vibra swords, and a personality hinted to be pure annihilation. The galaxy feared Mauler. Except Nick, he always stopped outside its enclosure and waved. "Hey buddy, you doing okay in there?" Gloria would watch from a safe distance, terrified and fascinated. "You know that thing could shred battleships, right?" Nick shrugged. "Everyone just needs someone to talk to." Gloria thought he was insane. Most aliens agreed. One night, alarms blared through the dome. Security breach. Exhibit A-01 containment failure. Staff panicked. Barriers flickered off. The zoo's strongest soldiers scrambled into formation. Visitors fainted at even the announcement. Gloria's heart raced. She rushed to the security console and pulled up the cameras. The screen filled with claw marks and shredded metal. Mauler had escaped. "Where is it?" Gloria shouted. A trembling reptilian guard hissed. "It vanished." The apex predator used psychic camouflage. It could be anywhere. The command center lights flickered. Something massive moved just beyond the shadows. Everyone froze. Then, a loud voice echoed from the hallway. "Hold your fire. It's just me." Nick jogged into view, completely unharmed. "Nick, where were you?" Gloria yelled. "Oh, I was taking a break," he replied calmly. Though I did run into Mauler. Every alien stared at him as if he'd casually announced he had tea with a black hole. "You what?" Gloria shrieked. Nick scratched his head. "Yeah, he seemed really lonely. Poor guy was pacing in that tiny room. So I sat down and talked to him for a bit." Before anyone could respond, the floor shook. Something enormous stepped into view behind Nick. Mauler, its obsidian hide shimmered with lethal biolight. Predator eyes glowing, claws raised. Not an attack, but like a giant cat stretching. Every alien pointed their weapons. Target locked, FI. Nick waved a mop threateningly. "Lower those guns before you freak him out." The soldiers hesitated. Then the unimaginable happened. The galaxy's most feared monster curled up behind Nick and slept, resting its horned head right on the human's lap. Nick just chuckled and stroked behind its psychic ears. "There he goes." Big guy's exhausted. Gloria stood frozen. "Nick, you do realize Mauler has killed entire fleets before, right?" Nick frowned defensively. Maybe fleets were mean to him. I wasn't. Nobody knew what to say. HQ security arrived moments later, led by Commander Vexer, a scarred alien war veteran. "What in the 9 nebulae is happening here?" he barked. Gloria pointed. "That." Nick whispered, "Shoo, don't wake him." Commander Vexer took one look and his voice broke in terror. "We need to sedate the beast," Mauler growled, even in sleep. Reality itself vibrated. Nick glared. "You fire one shot, and we all die?" "Understand." The alien soldiers slowly powered down their weapons. Gloria approached cautiously. How did he not eat you?" Nick shrugged. "I brought him a sandwich." "A sandwich?" she repeated, dumbfounded. "Yeah, turkey and cheese." "Turkey and—" "Nick, that creature doesn't even have a digestive system compatible with," Mauler purred. Nick smiled. "Guess he liked the cheese." Engineers worked frantically to rebuild the containment barrier. But every time they tried to move the beast, the monster snarled unless Nick stayed close. So Nick stayed. Hours passed. Gloria sat beside him. "You're not scared?" she asked softly. Nick leaned back against the sleeping titan. "Humans were once considered monsters too, you know. On our home planet, everything tried to kill us, planet itself included. We survived because we learned empathy as well as strength." Gloria watched him. This strange, fearless janitor with dirt on his shoes and a galaxy-changing heart. There's a rumor, she whispered, that humans can bond with any creature. Nick smiled. We don't bond with monsters. We help them realize they aren't monsters at all. By sunrise, containment was restored. But a problem emerged. Mahler refused to go back inside unless Nick came too. Commander Vexer growled in frustration. We cannot keep a human inside with the most lethal predator ever cataloged. Nick stood and stretched. It's okay. I'll visit him every night shift. He just needs a friend. Mahler's eyes gleamed with approval. The council was forced to agree. After all, if Mahler escaped again, only one being in the galaxy could calm him. And that being was a human janitor with a mop. A week later, the zoo installed new warning signs. Dinger Exhibit A. 01. Razorback Apex. Do not upset the janitor, visitors whispered in awe as they saw Nick casually sitting with Mahler, reading books aloud while the beast purred. And Gloria? She kept watching, always with a smile. Because she knew the truth. The most dangerous creature in the galaxy wasn't Mahler. It was a human with kindness. HFY.